Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone. How are you today? I hope all of you are doing well. Welcome to Year 3 English PDPR lesson. Today we are going to focus on writing skill with the topic of on holiday. Are you all ready for the lesson today? Let us begin our lesson today by looking at the learning objectives for today's lesson. Number 1, by the end of today's lesson, you will be able to write short answers for 5 questions appropriately. Number 2, by the end of today's lesson, you will be able to write an email using connecting words and but with the correct punctuations. How about the success criteria for today's lesson? What you can do in today's lesson to achieve the learning objectives for today's lesson. Let us look at the success criteria for today's lesson. Number 1, you can review language that you have learned in the previous lesson. Number 2, you can read the text about Tim's summer holiday. Number 3, you can write short answers for 5 questions appropriately. Number 4, you can fill in the and but in 5 sentences correctly. And number 5, you can write an email to James. Can we start our lesson? Let us start our lesson by reviewing language that you have learned in the previous lesson. Let us look at this sentence. It was hot in Australia and Mexico. Here, I would like to remind you the word was. That is irregular verb. Next, Tim bought a hat, but James didn't buy anything. In this sentence, the word bought is the past form of the verb buy. It is irregular verb. And didn't. Did is irregular verb. Did is the past form of the verb do. And didn't means negative statement. Let us continue our lesson by looking at these verbs together. We have play. We have watch. We have listen. We have make. Then we also have. We have take. We also have swim. We have eat. And the last one we have see. What I want you to do is that I want you to use these verbs to say what you did at the weekend. Let us try to use the verb play. I played with my friends at the weekend. How about watch? Let us try to use the verb watch. I watch TV at the weekend. Next verb is listen. I listened to music at the weekend. Next, we have make. I made chocolate cake at the weekend. Number 4, let us try to use the verb make. I made a chocolate cake at the weekend. Next, verb number 5. Have. Let's say, I had dinner with my family at the weekend. Next verb is take. I took pictures at the weekend. Then let us try to use the verb swim. I swam in the sea at the weekend. How about next verb? Eat. I ate fish for lunch at the weekend. And the last one, the verb see. Let's say, I saw famous places at the weekend. Next, I would like to ask you, what do you remember about Tim's holiday in Mexico and Jim's holiday in Australia? Let us read the text about Tim's summer holiday. Are you all ready? Let us read together. My summer holiday. In July, I went to Mexico. It was hot and sunny. I was on the beach all day. I swam in the sea and sailed a boat. I took a lot of pictures. I didn't buy any postcards, but I bought a big hat. It was great. Now, I would like to share with you some vocabulary that will be useful for you to talk about holidays. We have hot and sunny, beach, swam in the sea, sailed a boat, took pictures, postcard, big hat, and great. We are going to continue our lesson today by looking at the questions in the blue box on page 91 of your Get Smart Plus storybook. Can you please take out your Get Smart Plus storybook and turn to page 91. Let us try to answer the questions in short answers. Question number 1. When did you go? So, let's say you may answer May. Question number 2. Where did you go? Let's say Pulau Pinang. Question number 3. Who did you go with? Let's say family. Question number 4. What did you do? Let's say swam in the sea, took pictures, saw famous places. And the last question, did you like it? We may answer yes. Alright, let us look at the writing tip again. We use and to talk about same ideas. We use but to talk about different ideas. For example, it was hot and sunny. Here in this sentence, we use and to talk about same ideas. Another example, I didn't buy any postcards, but I bought a big hat. So here in this sentence, we use but to talk about different ideas. Now, what I want you to do is that I want you to find the examples of the writing tip in the text in activity 1. Let us try to do it together. It was hot and sunny. In this sentence, we use and to talk about same ideas. Next, I swam in the sea and sailed a boat. Again, here in this sentence, we use and to talk about same ideas. And the last one, I didn't buy any postcards, but I bought a big hat. So here we use but to talk about different ideas. Can we continue our lesson? Let us read these sentences together, because after that you are going to fill in these sentences with and but correctly. Are you all ready? Sentence number 1. I like biscuits. What? Cake. What? I don't like sweets. Sentence number 2. It was hot. What? Sunny. What? We didn't go swimming. Sentence number 3. Tom can play baseball. What? He can't play basketball. Sentence number 4. Sarah doesn't play tennis. What? She plays volleyball. And the last one, sentence number 5. There's some chocolate. What? Flour in the cupboard. Now, can you please fill in these 5 sentences with the and but correctly? Let us try to do it together. Sentence number 1. I like biscuits and cake, but I don't like sweets. Again, we use and to talk about same ideas, biscuits and cake, but to talk about different ideas. Sentence number 2. It was hot. What's the answer? And sunny. But we didn't go swimming. Again, the answer is and to talk about same ideas and but to talk about different ideas. Sentence number 3. Tom can play baseball. What's the answer? But he can't play basketball. The answer is but. Remember, we use but to talk about different ideas. Sentence number 4. Sarah doesn't play tennis. What's the answer? But she plays volleyball. Here, the answer is but to talk about different ideas. And the last one, sentence number 5. There's some chocolate. What's the answer? The answer is an flower in the cupboard. Again, the answer for sentence number 5 is an. We use an to talk about same ideas. Before we end our lesson today, I would like you to write an email to James and tell him about your holiday. You may use James' email as a model. And please remember to use connecting words which are and but. Don't forget to make sure that you use correct punctuations. Your email could be like this. Let me show you how to write the email. To james@gmail.com, from nazrima80@gmail.com, date 26th of September 2021. Dear James, how are you? Let me tell you about my holiday. In May, I went to Pulau Pinang on holiday with my family. It was hot and sunny. We visited museum and saw famous places. I took lots of pictures. Then we went to the beach. We sailed a boat and went swimming. It was a really great holiday. Love, Nazrima. We have come to the end of today's lesson. Hope to see you in the next lesson. See you then. Bye-bye.